2, gamer.
Well, hello, my YouTube friends. Marvin here with another Fisher Online. I'm going to be talking about leaders, hooks, and we're going to be doing Germany and my hotspots as well. So let's get to it.
Let's go.
So I'm at the angling lake because I've done my stuff for the merchant. And if you haven't seen about the crafting table and how to sell to the merchant, there will be a link at the end of this YouTube. So anyway, let's go into the table here. These are the blueprints that I've got at the moment. The squids seem to be good. And then there's a variable between the fillets and the sea fillets. So all will be explained in the YouTube, but that's going to be flashing up at the end of the YouTube, this YouTube. So anyway, let's go to Germany, and I'll show you what we've been doing. And as if by magic, we're here in Germany, guys. So anyway, right now, leaders and hooks. Now, it's my personal opinion that if you use leaders, you are going to basically, using the right leader, you will catch fish. If you use the wrong leader, the fish are going to see your line, your main line, they're going to see it. So it's in your best interest, apart from carp, because carp are really blind. They haven't got, what's the word? Well, blind. They're partially sighted, so unless they're right up close on something, you know, then they will see it. But apart from that, they use their little whiskers to feel around and stuff like that, a bit like the Wales catfish. So they are partially sighted, shall we say, a bit like me. I'm partially sighted. So anyway, let me run through some of my little hotspots here in Germany. So without further ado, this is my personal place for silver bream, and I normally come here, and then I normally fish out there around about 18 to 20 meters clip. Okay, a varied amount of baits. You can use mayfly larvae, you can use maggots. If you want rudd, you want to put on bloodworm. And there's loads and loads of baits. Now, I always keep on saying to this to you guys, your main thing for every lake is the lake records. Make sure you're on the local records and not the world records. So this will give you basically an outline of what people have caught recently. This is not what you can catch stuff on. Now, I know you can catch the eel on a bunch of worms. Okay? I know you can catch the mirror carp on corn boilies. So I know all this because if you go to France, and if you can go to France, you will get mirror carp on corn boilies. It's the same as the grass carp. The grass carp at the moment are biting on Daphnia, but I know you can get them on algae and you can get them on peas. So, you know, do your research and do it. I mean, this is not, I keep on saying to you guys, this is not going to happen overnight. It is not going to happen. So anyway, so that's the silver bream spot. I have got a wee tent up here for the bleak. Here, bleak in this little spot, you can do a variable here. You can bottom fish, which is the feeder rods. You can fly fish by MC Marvin. There you go. You bottom fish, you will get them on flies, you get them on mayflies, but you will get brook trout. It's a given. I mean, you're not going to put on one specific bait and and basically say, well, that's what's on the leaderboard and that's what I want. It won't happen, guys. There's a variable in the game. It'd be brilliant if you could target one fish with the ground bait and with the actual bait for the actual fish. It doesn't work like that. Now, let me now talk about after those two little spots, because we are coming to evening and I'm going to go to my favourite spot for the eel. I haven't done the daily here. So let's go into my event tree. Let's go to my tackle. Now, there are different coloured now. There are different coloured lines and they're all different. Now, I will do a further YouTube on the different coloured. Now, I've been making my own leaders. I have. Now, when it comes to making leaders, there is a variable. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean by a variable. So I'm actually, now, the leaders that you buy from the store, they're all good and dandy. They are all good and dandy. However, if you're going to use your own leaders, specifically with the copper, with the braided, with the steel and all the rest of it. Now, if you're targeting grass pike or northern pike, you need steel leaders or titanium leaders. If you don't, the pike will bite through your leader, especially if it's a normal monofilament or a floral. Floral. It reminds me of the floral dance. So yeah, so I'm making different leaders here. Now let me quickly show you. I'm waiting for the time to tick down for the eel. Now, again, fish are not going to bite all the way around the clock. Okay, I've been saying this in other YouTubes. Target fish when they come out to feed. Now you're going to get zander around about this time. You're going to get eel, you're going to get Wells catfish. So target them fish. I'm not saying that you won't get, you know, the odd crucian. I'm not saying you won't get the odd rudd. You will do, but it'll be very, very slow. It slows down at night time because the nighttime predators come out like pike and stuff like that. So anyway, let me show you about the leaders. So if I push the C key and if I go to the assembly table, because we're going to be assembling leaders. So if I click on the leader, now there is a 0.5 when you're making a leader and it will tell you. So I'm going to do that. So let's do a 40 kilo, yeah, leader. So if I click on that 40 kilo leader, it tells you in this bottom corner right here. I know it's a bit hard to see, so if blow it up and make it full screen. So it's going to be, I've got 40 kilo line there, but it's going to go down to 46. Can you see that? So there is a reducement in the heavy leader. You're not going to be putting a leader on here, a line here, and you're not going to be getting that. So if you want a 40 kilo leader, you're going to have to go to 44 or 45 for the line. And then, now there's a variable on what size. I can't do that. I will cut this out actually. There is a difference in the actual length of the leader. This one is 20 centimeters, but you can click on here and you can do as much as or little as you like. So if you're float fishing, you might want to do 20 centimeters. You might want to do 15. Okay, if you're actual doing mid, you want to run about 25 or 30. Okay, 75, that's a big long leader. 50, that's a big long leader. So there you go. Now you do not need any of these tools. You can get these out of the gate with this game. This is not the rival fishing game. This is that game. This is this game. Right, so there you go, guys. So now I've got all of because I've got all the fish on the lake, I've got most of the fast travel places. So there are beacons on Germany, and you'll have to find them. There's 2 up here. This one is an SOB to get to, because you've got to basically get a boat, go over here and walk this line over here to get that one there. But there are loads here. I'm going to fast travel to this one, and we're going to go to peg 15. I'm doing this quite early, guys, because it does get dark, and it is really dark. So I'm over here at this beacon. Let me quickly pop up the map. So I'm over here at this beacon, and I'm going to walk past 16, and I'm going to 15, and I'm going to fish into that area there. So let me put a marker there at 15, and let's go. Let me put my lamp on. So how is everybody doing? I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I'm sorry I haven't done a YouTube for quite a while now. Real life issues, health issues, etc. But I hope everybody is absolutely tickety-boo. So let's walk down here. So we're around about 172 meters away. Now again, with the eel, you don't have to use a leader if you don't want to. You do not have to. Where are we? We need to go a little bit further. Now there are paths that you can follow. Now be careful when you're pushing shift. I'm pushing shift at the moment, but your character will run out of steam and it'll sound like he's popping along. I mean, we could fish here. We don't have to go to pegs. We could fish here if we want to. I'm just looking, actually. Yeah, we could fish here, guys. We could fish here into this little place here. It's a bit, it's a bit, yeah, putting down the rod holder is going to be a bit of a problem here. Let's see where we can put the rod holder down. Well, bless my heart. So there we go. I haven't set this all up purely because I want to show you how I set my stuff up. So if I go into here, let me take out those match rods. Let me go into my tackle, and I'm going to use a 25 kilo. I'm going to use both of my atom rods. It's going to be coming that time again, guys. It is. Now you can catch the eel with bait fish if you want to. Let's go to that one. So hook size and leaders, guys. I keep on emphasizing leaders. If you don't use leaders, then you are going to basically, one, you're going to be protecting your gear. For starters, if you get a really, really big fish, okay, your leader is the weakest link in the chain. And I keep on saying this to you guys, and I'm ever so sorry if I keep on rattling on. Your leader is the weakest link. So remember that, okay? I see a lot of people not bothering with leaders, and they're going, I'm not catching fish, Marvin. Well, I wonder why you're not catching fish. Because you're not using a leader. You can lead a horse to water, but a pencil must be graphite. So there are different types of ones we could use here. I'm going to use a... now, I see a lot of people make a mistake. This is not the size of the hook. This is the actual number of the hook. So this is a number 8, but it's a little and it's a 1. Don't think this is the number of the hook. So the numbers do not mean the size. So it's the second line here, little 1. So I'm going to put a little 1 on, and then I'm going to put on crayfish tail. Okay. And as I say, I'm purely setting this up to show you how I fish this. Right, what I am going to do, because I don't really want to waste my light, I'm going to put down my little storm light and I'm going to turn this off. Okie dokie, let's see whether we can catch an eel. Now that's not casted out so far because I haven't got any ground bait on it. So let's put some ground bait on it. So V is to basically go into your setup and then we can put the ground bait on there. Now I actually have a ground bait mix and I call it eel slash flounder because the actual actually I call it eel slash crayfish because this is works good for all three: flounder, eel and crayfish. So there you go. So fish pieces and ground shrimp. So there you go. I'm giving you pearls, guys. I'm giving you pearls. So now look, that now has not casted down there around about 10 meters. Okay. Let's see whether I can catch an eel and let's round this one up. Because I don't really want to bore you to tears trying to pour all my knowledge of this game of near enough 5 years. We're coming up to Halloween, which is Halloween is normally the birthday of the Fisher Online around about October time. Now, I'm not going to put these in here and I'm not going to get eel straight out of the gate. Sometimes you might be lucky, sometimes you may not. So sometimes you might need to put, if you've got one, you might need to put your chair down. Not got a cup holder, I know. So there you go, guys. My spot here for eel. I've showed you where to get the bleak and the brook trout, fly fishing, and I've showed you where to get the silver bream. I'm going to round it up here because we will be waiting to around about 2300 hours or even 1 o'clock for the eel to come around. They are a nocturnal fish, so there you go. So let's wrap it up and let's get the truck out of here.
Let's go!
So I hope that is helpful to you. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe, hit that bell, comment, like and subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whether this is being helpful to you. I want to thank. Actually, do you know what? We've got a bite. Let's jump back in because we might have a bite here.
Let's go!
And then you can like and subscribe later on. So here we go. This is live bait. I'm probably expecting here at the moment maybe zander. It's a variable. I mean, live bait we could get. We're fishing on the bottom, so we're fishing with a feeder rod. So we could get Wales catfish. We could even get the eel that we're trying to target. That might round this up and show you basically. Now, I always keep on saying as well, I know I witter on a lot. I am YouTube's #1 waffler. I am. So I always say to you, go out there and test because you might find a spot. Not Marvin's spot, but you might find a spot that is absolutely cock on, you know? And good luck to you because this game is really, really good. It is really, really good. So there you go. I did say, didn't I? Wales catfish. So anyway, let's get out of here.
Let's go!
So anyway, like and subscribe and I'll catch you very, very soon. Take care. Stay safe. Tight lines, everybody.
Remember to like and subscribe.